We'll be calling you a radical. Real important video. I'm extremely busy today. I'm overwhelmed. I'm all over. So I'm getting ready, put my package together to start my long migration with the wells. Now this is important. I'm overwhelmed, and I don't know how I do it. I talked to Dr. Burroughs yesterday. He's always supported me. He's 96 now. He's still alive. He's like, Kevin, it's amazing your journey. You know, I says, yeah, like the wells, like the butterfly migration. You know, they kill the butterfly activists. You know, go team. I told you the Lord would go crazy last night. I'm doing a piece for the university, then, I mean, not for them, for an abstract vlog. But so a gray well pup at Diablo Canyon. I like how they reported at Avalon, this gray pup, we don't know why. A gray well pup at Diablo Canyon, at Avalon. Are you fucking kidding me? There shouldn't be no pups. They give birth in Mexico, like the butterflies. They found him in the bottom of the wishing well, murdered. It's the greatest story in human history. You know, I told Damian Lillard when he was here, I said, it's like I'm invisible. And he used to say it when he'd come here. I have videos of he and I together in 2013, and he's like, well, I'm invisible here. Kevin, people don't know who I am. They'll watch it on TV. I remember he and I were walking. He was in the university, and some people were talking about Damian Lillard. You watched the game last night, and he's standing right there. And I laughed. I told him, I knew he'd go crazy last night, but anyway. He's on the campus at the same time I'm on the campus. At the same place. I'm full of cancer. I'm dying of leukemia. You know, I remember going to his games with the Central Eye with my nurse. I'll do a piece today talking about it. I'm warning the people the greatest ecological catastrophe, the greatest event in human history. You know, he's playing basketball. He's a celebrity billionaire. I have a bill for $1.8 million. Is what I have. That's what I'm doing up here at the hospital and get my blood work done in case I take off, because I'm thinking if I can put some money together, I'm going to go pretty quick. So this well, calf showing up at Diablo Canyon. That's the central coast of California. There's also been one show up in San Francisco. These are the ones that were being reported that we know, times that by 10 or 20. One at Dana Point. There's one they're up and down. They're babies. They shouldn't even be born yet. Where's Mother on this thing? Mother's dead. Starved to death. Now they're coming out confirming work. Oh, the plankton's going away. Oh, the mayflies. Everything these studies, Kevin Blanche told you in real time. This is the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history. The great starvation event. Oh, you think you're immune to it? So the virus is showing up in the Bay Area now. By the way, that virus is Bill Gates, Bill Gates, Bill Gates. Bill Gates is the virus. Bill Gates is the virus. There's plenty of interviews out there with Bill Gates talking of just predicting this. This is going to come out of a China lab, which he created. You know, there's bench warrants all over in India for him. You know, just like his grandpappy. Look up his bloodlines. Look up his bloodlines, who he is. Same guy that cut down the totem poles and passed out the smallpox blankets in old Seattle, where the salmon have collapsed. Kevin Blanche tells the greatest freaking story in human... You think about this. Now, this is important on YouTube. Real important. YouTube came to me, you know, because I have software, blah, blah, blah. I knew it was based on retention. My style, flipping the can, the F word every other word, going crazy. I knew what I was up to. You know, while Lillard's playing basketball, I'm doing that on the university. The same building that he played basketball is, that house was built by the nuclear industry that he plays in. That D that I shoot was built by the nuclear industry, by the GE merger. I mean, it's an amazing story. Here he grows up on the ocean. This is the last jersey they are going to ever do. Given to me by the bookstore. The original bookstore manager was Jay Merritt himself. I mean, it's an incredible story. He grows up on the ocean. I grew up in the desert of Utah. He's a billionaire basketball player. I'm the marine biologist. He wears O. My jersey that I've been wearing at Weber State for years is double O for a reason. YouTube comes to me. They says you have one of the top 10 YouTube sites in retention in all of YouTube. 1,000th of 1/10 of 1%. I knew it was all based on. Anytime you used to Google Fukushima, anything, I was right there at the top. I remember one time looking at, there was 10 videos in the 10 bar, we used to call it. I was 9 of them. The other one was, what's his name? Who got his arm cut off right after being in Fukushima, Japan. And I think it was one of the big mucks. I don't know if it was Reuters or CNN or. So now stay with me. This is important. Everybody's wondering why the retention. They trapped you in these AdSense accounts and just sucked the life out of you. NSA has total control. Zuckerberg was here and right here yesterday, bragging about how if he never started anything. He stole it. He's the same lines as Gates, same as Bezos, same old team, 1916, Fit 14. So Trump killed net neutrality. Trump's a sick, mean monster. I like how he's played the evangelicals. God, you're Lord and Savior. I mean, you thought Tommy Faye Baker or Joel Osteen played you, or the gun lobby played you, or this guy is a slickster. Oh, Barry Wano, Obama, identical. By the way, Hillary Clinton is heavily campaigning for Trump right now. Did you see this yesterday? Tabby went off on her. Who do you think put Trump in the White House? They fight like they're cousins, but you know they're buddies. You know, I'm in front of the White House. There's all kinds of rumors they cut a deal. We're at front of the White House 24/7. Filippo, Craig, myself. At the peace, we know everything. I'm wearing my Russian hat. The Russians have taken over the White House. That was days before the election. There's all kinds of rumors flying around there that days before that Trump and Hillary cut a deal. Hillary stole the election from Bernie. Why do I support? I'm going to vote for Bernie the whole time. I told you that a long time ago. I told you that years ago. I voted for him last time because he says cut the umbilical cord, pull the plug on the nuclear energy crime syndicate. It's that simple. You know, that's simple. Obama and Trump. So Hillary's campaigning for him. So he did net neutrality. He killed net neutrality. So for me anymore, you have to seek me out. I haven't had a new subscriber base since it happened. I mean, some of these videos should have millions. So they did. You can't handle the truth. You don't want the truth. So these gray wolf pups, I'm telling you that 2020 is going to be a bigger catastrophe than it's over. I mean, the ocean dead. Salmon have collapsed. They're on the verge of extinction. The stillhead. I mean, my work is absolutely awesome. Used to laugh when you told you the tide pools. I walked the whole coast of California while full of leukemia. It's pretty amazing. Here's Lillard. Me and I doing the exact same work at the exact same time. There's videos where he's in them. It's amazing. We're both invisible on the campus at the same time. He's a beast, by the way. I'm proud of him. Don't get me wrong. He's an incredible person. And I'll get into that. I'm doing another piece about him today, and I'll talk a lot about his career, blah, 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 because it's culturally significant. Because popular culture leads these sheep around. And popular culture are the cover-up of Fukushima. You go along with the winning team all you want. He wore 1 here. I wore 00. Remember Muhammad Ali's? I'm number 1. I used to say I'm number 1. Howard, I'm number 1. God showed me I was not number 1. He is. Whatever God may be, but the light's in me. And you want to deny me? It's true. Do you know the myth about Cassandra? She protected her integrity. She wouldn't sleep with Apollo. The most beautiful. More beautiful than Venus. Won't do it. I will curse you with being able to see the future if you don't. No, I'm protecting my integrity. I'm not sleeping you for wealth and power. Just because of wealth and power. What kind of curse is that? No one will believe you. And all your heirs for time and all eternity. Kevin Latch, the son of Cassandra, I warn you about the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history. Bill Gates is the virus. So much to cover. So much to do. You know, how do I do it? I don't know. Carl Porter told me yesterday, finally, he says, Kevin, I finally figured it out. You know, everybody's all over. You need to write a book about this. You need to write this. They've been on me for years. It's impossible for you to write all these books. What's in your head? Your light. It's incredible. I mean, you'd have to write 1,000 books. I says, yeah, I can't. So I use whatever I have, YouTube. It took me a long time to figure that out with you. It's pretty amazing. Dr. Burroughs said the same thing. So what do you think these are? He says, oh, these YouTube videos and your work, your story is way bigger than books. Fight goes on. Stand tuned.